Hi, everyone. It is Lanisha Renee of LR Consulting Firm. I am the lead business coach and marketing consultant here. And it's been a while, but we are back with the Sustainable Entrepreneur Series. This is our third topic, which is awesome. And I have a lot of information and tips for you guys in this new topic. So make sure you are subscribing to our YouTube channel, LR Consulting Firm, just to stay up to date on new topics as they release. So today is a very interesting topic because I run into this a lot with my clients, especially more established organizations, where marketing is always the afterthought. Once they've prepared their business plan, they have their business goals and objectives. So today, let's get into that so that our small businesses or small to medium sized businesses do not run into these same pitfalls and mistakes, because the intent is for you to grow to be a multi-million dollar business or to just be a larger business and to grow. Even it can sustain you as a medium sized business if you want to stay at that level. There's nothing wrong with that as well. So today's topic is about how your business plan has a missing link to it. And majority of the time, it is a strategic marketing strategy. This session will reframe marketing as a core business function, why marketing must be built into your business plan and not added later, translating business goals into measurable marketing objectives, and channel selection based on audience behavior, not trends, budgeting marketing for sustainability instead of short term visibility. I know those are a lot of terms that some viewers may not understand, but I'm going to break down everything. And I'm going to try to do it within the 15-minute mark that I have for each topic in the series. So let's get into it. Okay. Your business plan's missing link, a strategic marketing strategy. Many businesses create a business plan but treat marketing as an afterthought, which is what I said earlier. Marketing is often something founders believe they will figure out later, right? And that is not a good move. But marketing is not just an activity, it is a business function that directly drives revenue, visibility, and growth. And today we're going to discuss how to intentionally integrate marketing into your business strategy. It's so important, right? Because marketing is not a separate function. It should not function outside of your business objectives, and it is. There we go. And it is so important to make sure as you're developing your business goals and objectives that you are developing your marketing objectives and the activities that's associated with them. So marketing is a core business function. It is not an optional add-on, whether it's short term later on down the line or long term later on in a couple of years. Marketing should be built into your business plan from the very beginning, because your marketing strategy informs how you'll reach your customers, how customers understand your value, how your business generates revenue. And without a strategic marketing plan, most businesses often rely on inconsistent promotion or social media activity instead of structured growth. How many of y'all are doing that right now? When marketing is integrated into your business plan, it supports predictable growth rather than reactive marketing efforts. So, now, here are some reasons on why marketing must be built into your business plan, right? Let's look at the alignment here. Strategic marketing aligns with revenue goals, customer acquisition, brand positioning, growth timelines. Your business plan should answer several marketing questions. So I want you to ask yourself this: who is your ideal customer? Where do they spend their time? How will you reach them consistently? Because when marketing is not included in the plan, in your business plan, businesses often struggle with visibility and inconsistent sales. You may have a good month for 30 days, and then it kind of scales off, and then you're like, okay, well, what happened? And then it may pick up another couple of months down the line. And that is not how an efficient business runs. You're not going to be able to pay your overhead. If you have consultants or contractors, you're not going to be able to sustain paying them as well. So When marketing is not included in the plan, businesses often struggle, and they have inconsistent sales. And marketing strategy should be, tied directly to how your business intends to grow and sustain itself, right? Now, there are times where you will have a great month, but that following month should be a slow month. It should not just trickle off and then you get no sales. That shows a level of inconsistency. So translating I want to give you guys just a larger picture here, because translating goals into marketing objectives, some people may not be familiar with how to do that. So in order, this is like the order it should be looked at. You have your business goals, you define those, and then you start defining your marketing objectives. And then attached to your business goals and your marketing objectives, what will your marketing activities look like? A common mistake that a lot of entrepreneurs make is jumping directly into marketing activities. Instead, you should translate your business goals into measurable marketing objectives first. We'll get into that a little bit later, and I'll give you guys some examples. This will ensure your marketing efforts directly support your larger business goals, right? It ties all the way back to it. So here's some examples. Business goal: increase revenue by 20%. Marketing objective: increase increase qualified leads by 30%. So you see how you have those two goals. Business goal: increase revenue by 20%. Well, how are you going to increase that? Your marketing objective is to increase qualified leads by 30%, right? And then what are measurable marketing objectives? Let's get into some examples for those. Because measurable marketing objectives are specific goals that can be tracked and evaluated, right? You don't just send out emails and not have a CTA, which is a call to action, and not be able to look at your metrics and your performance, right? When I was doing life cycle marketing and building databases or using data to build life cycle campaigns, and this is just going off topic a little bit, just giving an example. If I would send out, 2,000 emails, I would look at the open rates. I would look at the click-through rates to see who clicked on my CTAs. And then depending on what my CTA is, I would go back and see who actually completed that behavior, like who, not necessarily behavior, but who actually completed that CTA. That is important because then I drop them into another campaign depending on whether they behaved the way that I needed them to and completed my end goal. So just that's another example of when you send out emails, you're not just sending out emails. You want to actually look at the behavior of the recipients who are receiving your emails, right? Because you need to be tracking and evaluating everything that you're doing in marketing. So measurable marketing objectives should be very specific, clearly define what you want to accomplish. They should be measurable. They should be tied to data or performance indicators, and then they should be time bound. They should be timed. They should be tied to a timeline. Here's a couple of examples so that you guys can kind of understand what I'm saying. Increase website traffic by 25% within 6 months. Generate 50 qualified leads per month. Improve email engagement rates by 15%. Increase conversion rates on landing pages. The purpose of measurable objectives is to ensure marketing performance can be evaluated and optimized rather than based on just guessing, right? No one just sent out an email and like, hey, I'm not going to go back to that. Whatever. It is what it is. I sent out an email. And then let's talk about channel selection based on audience behavior, right? We're going to talk about some trends here. So choosing channels based on where you choose channels based on where your audience actually spends time. One of the most common mistakes I've seen businesses make is choosing marketing channels based on popularity. We're about to go into that. So instead, marketing channels should be selected based on audience behavior. Audience behavior refers to, and these are a couple of examples, where your customers consume content, how they search for information, how they prefer to communicate. This ensures your marketing efforts reach the right people instead of simply being visible, which is important when you have a brand, but not when you want to convey a message or push out content. So there's a difference between audience behavior and marketing trends. I'm going to give you some examples of those. So marketing trends are popular platforms, viral formats, industry buzz, right? Audience behavior is based on customer habits, platform usage, decision-making patterns. Marketing trends are often driven by viral platforms. How many of y'all have bought something on TikTok because you saw a video? I'm gonna leave that there. And then also, marketing trends is often driven by emerging tools or what other businesses are doing. Audience behavior focuses on how your specific customers interact with information and brands. Here, I'm gonna give y'all some examples, right? A trend might say every business should focus on TikTok, but if your target audience is, is corporate leaders, they may spend more time on LinkedIn or reading industry newsletters. Strategic marketing prioritizes behavior over digital hype. Y'all keep that in mind. And then let's talk about budgeting marketing for sustainability, because this series is all about sustainability. So, sustainable marketing budgets prioritize long term growth over short term visibility. Many businesses approach marketing budgets reactively. Okay, let me give you an example of that. So, spending money only when sales are slow. We talked about that earlier. Launching campaigns without long term strategy. We talked about that when I gave the example of life cycle marketing campaigns. Focusing on quick visibility rather than sustained growth. Talked about that earlier as well. Sustainable marketing budget should support brand awareness, lead generation, customer retention, content, and digital infrastructure, because marketing should be viewed as a long term investment in business growth, right? All right. So I know there was a lot of information. I hope you guys got as much as you could from it. There's going to be more series where we're going to talk about marketing, budgeting, and I'm going to explain the terms as I'm moving forward. But just to a few key takeaways that I want you guys to really absorb from this series specifically. Strategic marketing requires integration into your business plan and your business goals and objectives, measurable marketing objectives, channel selection based on audience behavior, not trends, sustainable marketing investment, right? So, the key takeaway from today's session is that marketing should not be treated as an isolated activity or afterthought. Instead, it should be structured as a part of the core framework of your business strategy. When I can't say that enough. By the time a lot of my clients come to me, they come to me and they're like, I don't know what to do with marketing, but they've been running their business for anywhere between 2 to 5 years. And it's almost like you kind of have to start over with your business objectives and incorporate a marketing strategy with marketing activities and objectives. So when marketing is intentionally and aligned with your business plan, it becomes a driver of sustainable growth that than a reactive effort. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to go backwards. You don't have to be reactive in your marketing because your sales are slow. So yeah, I hope you guys got a lot from this topic. Marketing is not a separate function. Marketing is a core business function and not an optional add-on. The next session in the series will discuss website functionality as a business tool, not as a digital brochure. A lot of people use their websites as just a place to put digital content, and it should be working for you. Your website should be getting views. It should be optimized for Google. It should have keywords, and that's a whole other topic. But I do thank you all for participating and listening. I hope you all share this series if you all find that it was informative to you. And don't forget to check out the other topics in the series where we're discussing brand before business and brand consistency. And also, make sure you take a look at the LR Consulting blog and resource center for additional content about marketing. There are also templates that you can use to help structure your marketing strategy, which is a link that I did put into the slide. You guys should be able to click on it. and then be redirected. If not, just go to www.lrconsultingent.co and then go to the resource center, and you all will see the templates here that will help you. So, and always remember, sustainable entrepreneurship requires structure, strategy, and intentional execution. Until next time, you all, I am Lanisha Renee, CEO and founder, lead business coach and marketing consulting here at LR Consulting Firm. And I'll see you guys next time.